very, very closely. I want to talk to you, Dave, about the appeal, because his attorneys, Alec's attorneys, were very, very quick at their first press conference to say, we will be filing the appeal within 10 days, and we're going to move forward with it. Do you think they really have a case at this point?
Good evening, Brian. I think it will be difficult to overturn this conviction on appeal. I realize they're going to say that the evidence of financial crime should never have come in because, in general, you can't bring up other crimes to say, yeah, he must have done this crime. But the judge allowed it to provide evidence of motive. Remember, it was the defense's main argument that there really was no good motive here for Alec to commit these horrific crimes. Well, the prosecution said, here's the motive, the financial crimes. This is why he did what he did. And yeah, the prosecutors may have gone close to the edge about bringing up, hey, how does this make you feel about Alec now that you know about these crimes? He's a bad guy, right? I mean, that's the type of thing they elicited. But in the end, this case didn't turn on the financial crimes. It turned on the lack of credibility of the defendant, the fact that he lied when he said he wasn't at the kennel. That video was damning. And then he took the stand and lied about why he lied. And that's why the jury found Alec guilty of all counts. So if this goes to an appellate court, the appellate court, I think, will say that any errors were harmless errors.
Mm. So if he's already facing 2 life sentences, what is the purpose of trying? I mean, there's 99 other crimes here. What is the purpose of trying all those crimes? I mean, I'm just thinking some of them are in the county where the murder was tried, so they'll be in that courthouse, but they're going to be happening all over the place. Thinking of all the tax money, all the lawyers, all the prosecutors involved. If he's already going to be in jail for life, why go through all of that?
Well, Brian, his convictions could get overturned on appeal, and then he could go free. So you want to have a security blanket, essentially, if you're a prosecutor, and say, hey, we're not going to take any chances. We want him to be convicted of all of his wrongdoings. And that would mean that even if his murder convictions are overturned, he'll still serve really the rest of his life in prison for all the financial crimes. Plus, you want to give justice to those victims of the financial crimes as well. They deserve their day in court also.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Just real quick, Dave, your thoughts on Gloria Satterfield, the housekeeper who allegedly fell down the steps. There was never an autopsy done. Now talk that police may actually exhume the body. You've dealt with investigations like this, you know, when years and years go by. Do you think that could actually lead to anything at this point, or do you think it's just been too long?
Oh, no. I've had cold cases. I have one going to court in May from 1990. So, no, this is not too long. This is something that needs to be investigated because there are a bunch of mysterious deaths surrounding this whole family. Gloria Satterfield, Stephen Smith, as you showed in your previous segment, and you have obviously the 2 deaths that were committed by Alec Murdaugh. So you want all of these individuals who ended up dead as a result of some peculiar circumstances to be able to have the truth come out. And one way to do it is to exhume the body and to hold accountable anyone who was associated with her death. It does seem a little fishy that she died after a slip and fall on a dog, and then Alec managed to get millions of dollars in insurance. Yeah. A little too convenient for me. So I think justice needs to be done.
Yeah, very, very strange. And if you look at the obituary, it's sort of odd the way that she was mentioned in the obituary, too. All of it is very peculiar. Thank you so much, Dave, as always, for coming on tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.